can see on your screen here is the bronze version of the smart and dynamic accounting template. So it is a less sophisticated and less complex template, specifically designed for those that cannot afford the upper version of the template, which are the platinum, the gold, and silver. So this one is quite cheap and affordable and straightforward. It has basically two major features, which are the ledger and the trial balance. So we are going to do a demo of how it works. So let's assume we are the business owner introduced a capital of 1 million naira on January 1st, 2025. So for all entries, you are supposed to have a debit entry and a credit entry. So on January 1st, 2025, replicate same thing for the credit entry. So we are dealing with equity transaction here because it has to do with introducing capital into the business. The transaction description you select is owner injects funds as capital into the business. So replicate this to the credit line as well. You can see the smart template has automatically detected that for the debit entry, you have to debit your liquid fund, which can either be bank or cash. So let's assume it's bank, or select bank, and your equity, which is definitely your capital. So you select capital. So amount is 1 million. So debit 1 million and credit 1 million. So you can put 0 this side. All right, so let's assume that we made a purchase. So as usual, we have a debit leg and a credit leg. So let's assume on January 5th, 2025, we made a purchase. So the transaction type we select is purchase, right? And the description will be we made a cash purchase. Replicate this. So it has automatically detected that we have to debit inventory and credit liquid fund. So the account name here will also be inventory. The liquid fund, let's say, is bank. Sum of how much? 500,000 naira. Same thing as number 0 here. All right, so let's post another transaction. Let's assume we made sales. As usual, we select debit leg, credit leg. Let's assume this took place on January 7th, 2025. Okay, we made a sale. So the transaction type that we selected will be sell or sales, whichever is convenient for you. And then let's assume we made a cash sale. So I'm selecting cash sales here. Cash sales. So it has detected that you have to debit your liquid fund and credit sales. So for your liquid fund, let's assume you have all this bank for now, and then sales as a credit. So we made sales of let's say the sales that we made is 800,000. Okay. So in addition to that, you also need to post for the cost of sales of this 800,000. So as usual with debit and credit. So for this date, same date, the cost of sales. So for the cost of sales, we also select under sell, right? Then the transaction type, we now select adjustment for cost of sales, right? And it will automatically knows that it's to debit cost of sales and credit inventory. So I can name here cost of sales, I can name here inventory. So let's assume the cost of sales of this 500,000, 800,000 is 400,000 naira. So there you have it. So now let's go to our trial balance, and what we'll just simply do is right click and refresh. Voila. So it has automatically recorded all those transactions in the trial balance. It has given us summary of all the balances in the account. The capital, we are having a balance of 1 million. Bank, we are having 1.3. Sales 800,000, and cost of sales. So it's just simple and straightforward. Alright, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, share, and like. Till the next class. Keep safe and be good. Thank you.